Hi everyone, my name is JIAFENG and this is my strategic business pitch for the Singapore Red Cross First Aid and Life Support Unit. Based on our early analysis, today I will present a practical, implementable business strategy to help SRCFALS remain the top choice of life-saving education. Here is what I will be covering today's presentation. From a quick recap to the strategy recommendation and how we plan to implement it effectively, and the order is from top to the bottom. SRCFALS is a mature, highly reputable training provider. However, reliance on physical class and increasing competition are real challenges. As you can see from the slide, the background, over 50 years of reputation and 15,000 individuals trained annually, and is mostly focused on the company, schools, and individuals. However, they are not the only one in the market. Here is the SWOT summary. This SWOT shows a strong foundation but highlights real strategic risk. We need to play our strength and towards growing opportunities such as provide e-learning platform and raise people's health awareness. However, there are pros and cons, so we need to find out how to balance out. This is the TOAST matrix. The TOAST matrix combines our insights. We need to double down on hydrate learning and deepen our value proposition to stay ahead. So from this slide, we can see, in summary, I think it's very important to provide more platform and more ways to reach out to the public. As I think with internet and such a good reputation, I think it's not very hard to actually expand through internet. With that, my recommended strategy is digital first hybrid differentiation. It builds on existing effort but adds structure and skill, especially for underserved groups such as seniors or climate response team through maybe expand e-learning and lunch membership programs. With that, we can reach out to more people, and at the same time with the membership programs, we can have more long-time customer, long term. Sorry. So why is this strategy works? I think it's a logical next step for SRCFALS, as with the current partnership and government support already in place. Uh, just need more focus on scaling and structure rollout. So in short, it's just putting more effort to get more exposed to the public. With the plan, I also think out of this implementation timeline, which in summary is a four-phase plan over a year. With firstly the test, next optimize, skill, and finally the certified with government partnership. With this plan, I think throughout the year, SRCFALS can slowly build up more attention. However, resources are realistic and is limited. We can use current infrastructure and expand in phase in order to minimize the cost. And from the slide, we can see some of the resource required. However, with the current ability, I think it's all doable. So this is a balanced scoreboard. I think throughout the plan, the balanced scoreboard tracks performance across all key areas, ensure sustainable growth, not just the revenue, as since the business is looking at long-term growth. I think it's more important to build up more customer base, the reputation, the quality of the training, and the ways of how to train, like the online platform, etc. I think it's more important. Of course, there's a risk, and here are some of the risks that I can think of. However, I think these risks are manageable with a thoughtful user experience design and loyalty building tactics. We can turn this into advantages to if we can actually do better than the other competitors. So, with this plan, in long term, what makes our strategy becomes even more powerful is when amplified by long-term partnership with educational and government bodies to get certified and the support from the whole society and build up a strong background. Or we can even make the training program become like a routine for the whole society. I think that's the main goal. Even though I think there's still a long way to go, but I think it's possible. So last but not least, the conclusion. The This strategy ensures F SRCFALS stays relevant and resilient in a changing world. With digital tool and human-centered design, we can make life-saving skills accessible to everyone. And that's all for my presentation. Thank you.